like stuff inside?
Yeah.
There's marshmallow.
Ja, lite grann.
Tough in your ocean, you got me floating. Thoughts of you take all of my time. Feels like I'm dreaming. Life's got no meaning. Tell me that you wanna be mine. Girl, I just wanna be.
Hey y'all, so I'm back home. Well, I'm at my sister's place, super tired. I'm going to wash off, shower, and then go to bed. I'm so tired and it's cold as hell, like especially like compared to Barcelona. Like oh my gosh, you can't even compare. Like I left like 10 degrees Celsius in Barcelona to come to like -1 degrees Celsius, and I'm super tired because I went to bed at 3 a.m. more or less. Oh, hold on. I went to bed at 3, and then like I was like in a rush in the morning as well to like get out the house and stuff like that. Plus adding like the stress and tiredness of traveling, and plus all the things that we did. Like I enjoyed it, but I'm tired and I'm just ready to like go to sleep. Honestly, like I can barely keep my eyes open. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the morning. Bye.
The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another blessing. The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing.
So we're currently at the Copenhagen Museum of Architecture, and unfortunately they're closing soon, so we're still going to walk around and look at as much things as we can. and then afterwards I can't talk. And then afterwards we're going to make our way to the Guinness Museum, the Guinness World Record Museum, which I'm actually quite excited about after seeing like some pictures and stuff. So yeah, that's the plan.
Gonna save you now, so you better save yourself. And everybody's hurting, everybody's going through it, but you just can't give up now, cause you gotta save yourself.
Yeah, I gotta hang on.
The sun will come out. Nothing good ever comes easy. I know time to rush. Winners don't quit, don't you give up. The sun will come out.
Alright y'all, so we just finished the Guinness World Record Museum. Could have been better. A bit cheap, to be honest, with like the exhibitions and stuff like that, and there was nothing actual like real. It was all like imitations or replicas and stuff like that, and it just like looked cheap as well. But anyways, now we're just gonna go to the canal so I can see it, and then we're gonna go have dinner. So I'm back with my Russian hat. I'm low-key obsessed with it. I know I might still work in Barcelona and just pretend it's cold over there, but anyways, so today's Sunday and the plan is to go to the former royal castle, like where they used to live, and then after that we're gonna go to the Louisiana Museum, which I believe is an hour away from Copenhagen, and then we'll see. But that is the plan. Let me check the weather. So today is, I can't even tell. I think it's going to be warmer than yesterday, but it's saying 50% chance of snowing. And from what I've been told, the Louisiana the Louisiana Museum is further north, so it might be even colder there, and it might even snow there, maybe. And I have something on the left, it's a woman. I also have a video talking this lipstick on my Instagram, so check that out. And
For you, I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Saying no, hey.
Helsingborg? Helsingborg? Okay, so say it.
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Hey.
Again. Hamburg.
Oh, we've arrived at Hamburg. And we're making our way to the Louisiana Museum. We're gonna go grab lunch first over there and then visit the museum. So yeah, the train ride was actually like really nice and comfortable and short. It was about like 36 minutes to get here, and now we have to walk about 10 minutes more or less to get to the museum. So we did some of the museum, and now we're just gonna go and eat. We're both starving. Hopefully we get a table inside because it is quite cold outside. But look at this place, y'all. So peaceful.
I killed David.
Hey y'all, so I'm back home. Today was a long day, but it was actually really interesting. So as you saw, we went to Rosenborg, I think I'm saying it right, which is the monarch's former residence. The thing is, when my sister talked about it at first, I thought it was something like Buckingham Palace, where the monarchy recently resided in the castle, but it wasn't the case. It was monarchs from back in, I think from like 1600s to like 1800s, something like that, and then they moved, anything like that. The castle was quite small, and I've only visited like another royal castle before, which is Versailles, and clearly you cannot compare the two size wise, as well as in opulence and like details and stuff like that. What I thought was really interesting is that a room in the Danish castle was actually inspired by Versailles Palais de Glace, but you can't really compare. The thing is, like, the room only has the room has mirrors like all over, like it's covered by mirrors, like the walls, the floors, as well as the ceiling. That's the only like thing that's similar in terms of like glass. But other than that, like it was very like sober, and yeah, the only, well, not the only thing, but like one of the things that I noticed was like opulent, especially for the times, was a room that is made entirely of marble. So you can just like imagine, especially like back in the day, like all they took for them to get that material, to get them over here in Denmark, and then, you know, work the stone, install everything. But it was really interesting. And we also got to see some crown jewels, which was like so amazing, and it kind of like made you think about how they got in possession of these diamonds, because like those diamonds were like huge. Like I've never seen diamonds like that big ever in my life, but yeah, it was really interesting to see that. And then something else that was like really interesting is that when we got to the castle, the guy that was like selling tickets and stuff like that told us that, oh, like, by the way, today is the coronation of King Frederik X. And then we're like, oh, okay. It wasn't really like in our plans to go and see it. We didn't know about it until like this morning, and we had already planned to go to Louisiana's museum. And oddly enough, we're able to make it back in Copenhagen in time to see the royals like on the balcony waving at the people. So that was like really interesting. And also, I've never been to like a coronation ever in my life, so that was like a first for me. It was really interesting to see that, and it's great to see like other Danes just like, you know, so proud of like their country, the monarchy. So that was like a really cool experience, and just like comparing it from what I've seen from the British royals. So first of all, there were not that many people, like as many people as you see in England, for example. That's one. And then two, I've like, from what I've noticed from being here for like the weekend, Danish people like really reserved and calm. So even when the monarchs were like on the balcony, they were like, yeah, like shouting like, you know, joy and stuff like that for their monarchs, but like it felt like really shy. And you would think that they would be more like expressive and like yelling on top of their lungs, but like they were just like really shy, reserved, like still showing happiness, you know. But I don't know, I felt like like in my mind I would think that they would be more expressive than they were. So that was like really interesting to see firsthand. But it was like a really cool experience. And then we saw the royal guards and everything like that. And then afterwards we went to a cafe. I wanted to try some of their cinnamon, like some of the Danish cinnamons rolls and stuff. And then we went to a cafe. First of all, like I think most of the cafes are closed, especially like, at the time that it was. So most of them were closed. We were still able to find one. They were out of like their sweets, so we only got like what they had left, which I put on the alcohol. The other one had like caramel inside. Both were really good. My hot chocolate wasn't so good. It was really like watered down. It felt like they put like 1 spoon, like whatever they had left of their powder hot chocolate, and just like put water. That's how like it tasted to me. So that wasn't like that enjoyable, but the sweets, like the chocolate balls, were like really good. But yeah, the thing is, my trip is coming to an end. I'm going back to Barcelona tomorrow morning. My flight is like at 8:30, something like that. So I'll have to leave the house like really early, and then I'll be in Barcelona like around 12 something. Yeah, around 12 p.m. actually. So yeah. But yeah, like Denmark was an interesting experience, and it was, well, it is my first time in Northern Europe. Like I've actually, now that I think about it, I've only been to France, Spain and Portugal. So everything in the western region of Europe. And so this was like my first time experiencing another culture, like European culture. It was like so different from like from the west, like the western part of Europe. So that was like really interesting and cool, and kind of like odd at times to see some of the things, because obviously like I'm used to certain things. So now that I'm here, I'm saying how, like, you know, they do like little things differently. Like for example, in the metro here, you have to pay, well, your own ticket, which is like normal. Like there's no complaint there. Like it's not really like complaints, what I have to say, but like so you have to pay for a ticket. If you have a bicycle, you have to pay extra for that. If you have like a trolley, like a stroller for your kid, you have to pay extra for that. If you have your pet, you have to pay extra for that. So like that was my first time seeing that ever. So that was like kind of interesting, kind of like odd to me, because like I'm not used to it. And something else that I really liked is that their trains are so clean, like so freaking clean. Yeah, I've never seen like trains this clean, especially like the ones that like go within the city. Like I've never seen that, like especially when compared to like French transportation or like Spanish transportation. The level of cleanliness is like not comparable, and the seats are like really comfortable. Like they feel like trains that you would expect to take going from like one city to another, not one that you take like within the city, like, you know. So yeah, so there's that. And another thing that I've noticed is that Danish people, like in general, are just like really nice. Like Spanish people are also nice, but not as nice. Like everyone here seems like very polite and I don't know, like friendly. I don't know. I don't have to explain, but like, yeah, very different than like, for example, in France or anything like that. I don't know what else did I notice. Oh, another thing that I noticed is that Copenhagen, even though it is the capital of Denmark, feels rural to me. Especially like I'm from Barcelona, like it feels very rural to me. So I was just like, I don't know, it was different. it's a different city. One thing that I didn't like, for example, like comparing Barcelona to Copenhagen, transportation, like public transport, you cannot compare in terms of how reliable it is and everything. For example, in Barcelona, we know that the bus is always on time and it comes very frequently. Here, not so much. Like they don't come frequently, and then sometimes they're late, and you wonder why, because like it's not as if there's a lot of traffic here. So I don't really know what could be the explanation for the buses to be late and not that reliable. So that was like really interesting. But I do know that they are a bicycle first type of city, so they put more emphasis on your bicycle. And when I'm telling you that they really put a lot of emphasis on that, like they have bicycle parkings in the metro, they have spots reserved for bicycles within the metro, like train thing. So yeah, so in that aspect I understand, but like what if you don't have a bike that day and you have to take the bus, and then the bus is not reliable? Like what are you gonna do? So yeah, I feel like that's like there's room for improvement in that area. But other than that, like I don't really have any complaints or notice anything weird about like their system. So yeah, but anyways, I am tired. I'm going to rest for a bit and then I will pack my bag because I want to be ready for tomorrow. So I'm just going to leave my clothes out, and then that's it. I'm not going to do my makeup or anything like that. I don't have time. It will be like really early in the morning, like please. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.